They say that one person can make a difference, yet sometimes it takes just one kind gesture to change a life forever. Here are 7 stories about people who changed the lives of others for the better, proving that even the smallest acts of kindness can have an impact. Kindness No. 1. Paying it forward. When Megan Jugindlik, 24, from South Dakota, USA, found out she had won $1 million, she knew exactly what to do with the money. She went to a local gas station and bought 100 gas gift cards worth $10 each. Then she went to a nearby car wash and did the same, buying 100 car wash gift cards. After that, she visited a local grocery store and did the same thing again, buying 100 grocery gift cards. Megan wanted to pay it forward because she remembered how hard it was when she was growing up and her dad was in prison, and her mom was working several jobs to support the family. She told CNN, "I know there's a lot of people out there who are going through tough times and need a helping hand," and that's exactly what she did. What a great way to start making a difference in your community. Kindness No. 2. A helping hand. A few years ago, a woman named Kim Nelson witnessed something that broke her heart. She saw a young boy struggling to put on his shoes while standing on a bus stop. Without thinking twice, she walked over to him and helped the boy put on his shoes. Little did she know that this small act of kindness would change the boy's life forever. It turned out that the boy had been abandoned by his parents and was living in a shelter. Kim not only helped the boy that day, but she also became his foster mom, giving him the love and care he needed to thrive. This story is a reminder that sometimes all it takes is one act of kindness to change a life forever. Kindness No. 3. The power of words. A social worker named Diana was visiting a family when she noticed that the children were behaving strangely. They were sitting in a corner of the room without any toys or games to play with. Diana asked their mother why they were sitting there, and the woman replied, "Because they don't have a father. They think they are unwanted." Diana had an idea. She took out her phone and called the local toy store. She explained her situation and asked if they could donate some toys for the children. The store owner agreed, and soon Diana was back at the house with a bag full of toys. The children were so happy that Diana had brought them gifts, and they immediately started playing with their new toys. Diana didn't just bring the children toys that day, she also gave them hope and happiness. Kindness No. For a random act of kindness. In 2012, someone did a random act of kindness that changed the life of a homeless man forever. They slipped a note into his donation jar with $100 inside. The homeless man couldn't believe his eyes when he read the note, which said, "Don't waste this on booze or drugs. You can buy yourself some nice things with this." It turned out that the homeless man had recently quit drinking and was trying to get his life back on track. He used the money to buy food and clothing and eventually got a job and a place to live. The random act of kindness from a stranger gave him the boost he needed to turn his life around. Kindness No. 5. The gift of friendship. Imagine coming home after a long day of work to find your house surrounded by police cars and your pets missing. That's exactly what happened to a woman named Christy. Her 3 dogs had gotten loose and the police were called. But instead of taking them to a shelter, the police officers took them for a walk and fed them before returning them to Christy. This small act of kindness meant a lot to Christy, especially because one of her dogs was a service animal who helps her with mobility issues. The officers could have easily just taken the dogs to a shelter, but they chose to show compassion and care for the animals, making a difficult situation much better. Kindness No. 6. The importance of listening. A young girl named Zoe was having trouble in school, and her parents were at their wits' end. She was being bullied and was failing most of her classes. They decided to take her to see a therapist to get help. During one of Zoe's sessions, the therapist asked her why she thought she was being bullied. Zoe replied, "Because I'm weird." The therapist then asked her to list all the things that made her weird. Zoe rattled off a list of things like her colorful hair and mismatched clothes. The therapist listened patiently and then said, "Well, those are just things that make you unique, not weird." This small act of kindness from the therapist helped Zoe see herself in a new light, and she became more confident and less self-conscious. Kindness No. 7. A second chance. A former drug addict named Josh was trying to turn his life around, but he was struggling to find a job. He had been clean for several months, but his criminal record was holding him back. One day he saw a sign outside a local coffee shop that said, "Help wanted." He applied for the job, and soon he was called in for an interview. The owner of the coffee shop was impressed with Josh's story and decided to hire him. This small act of kindness from the coffee shop owner gave Josh a second chance at life, and he hasn't looked back since. These stories are a great reminder that even the smallest acts of kindness can make a big difference in someone's life. So be kind to everyone you meet, and you never know whose life you might change. Do you have a story of an act of kindness that changed your life? Share it with us in the comments below. We'd love to hear it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and subscribe for more heartwarming content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.